Andy Lassner, you might know Andy, he's on the show a lot. He said Ellen is not going off the air after someone on Twitter questioned whether the show would end. As we mentioned, the show has been steeped in controversy after top producers were allegedly accused of sexual misconduct, bullying, and harassment. Now some celebrities are weighing in. Brad Garrett, Leah Thompson recently expressed their true feelings for the talk show host. Brad tweeted, "Sorry, it comes from the top. No more than one who were treated horribly by her." With Leah responding, "True story, it is." There is some rumors that the Late Show with James Corden will come and replace Ellen DeGeneres. That was sort of a Twitter buzz feel during the weekend, which I don't hate the idea of that because he kind of has a daytime show with his like carpool karaoke anyway. I got flooded with people when I went out on a limb and said how I felt, speaking out to me in private about the whole behind the scenes. Now, some people, Lindsay, say this isn't just an Ellen problem, but this is an industry problem. Do you think that's true or no?
For sure. I think that that's not the only show where you see that the leaders or, the people at the helm, besides the face of the show, actually are not treating their staff properly. And so I think that Ellen has to be aware, as somebody with her name on the actual show, it's her job to make sure that she's not ignorant to what's going on beneath her. And so if she is unaware and saying, "Oh my God, I'm so surprised," that's hard to believe. Right. When you put these people in power that are people that you associate and speak to almost on a daily, if not multiple times a day basis. And so, as much as she's brought joy to us, she's not the only host of a show or only show that said they had executive producers and things that were out of line. We've seen a lot of people quit recently because they've been saying similar things. So, we just have to just see what happens. I don't know. I think that she needs to definitely take this as a lesson and treat people better, especially because her whole persona on TV is this lovable, friendly person. And so to find out that that's not her is really disheartening to a lot of her fans, I'm sure. Yeah, I got to address that really quick, Eric. A lot of people writing me and saying, could this possibly be true? Because the heartbreak of knowing that this one joyous show, the difference of being kind of like a hell on earth, they said, this is allegedly speaking from people who've worked there, is so hard to kind of put together and understand. Does that make sense?
No, I understand.
They were so heartbroken.
I do believe that Ellen's not even nearly the only one.
She's it, everyone. She's the only one.
Let me just tell you, my theory, and this is just my theory, is that the reason why Ellen went down first is because Ellen was seen as the happiest place on earth and everything was so perfect. And when you have that veneer and people who are working under that veneer aren't happy or aren't being treated with respect or equality or equity, then they start to have rumblings because there's a lot of hard feelings there. I think what happens is, just like with Me Too, you get someone who's seen as untouchable, they go down, and then everybody else starts to fall because they don't have as much protection, and people start speaking up for themselves. I think this is a really great time to start talking about the change in culture and climate in these corporations, because there's an idea that this is the way it's always been, so that it's the way it's always has been, it's the way it always will be. And people are saying, no, actually in this society, we want to be treated with respect and dignity, and we really don't care how it was 30 years ago, even though that might have been the way that you came up. We deal with our problems this way today.
Yeah, it's an antiquated system. Those interns and pages, in my opinion, don't deserve it. Patrice Gardner, sorry to go to her again, but she wrote a great thing in. I've worked in corporate America most of my career, and it's more of the norm than not.
Right.
So I appreciate you writing that in.
People feel safe to speak, and you should speak up.
Yes, now you can.